Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. My name is Richard. Welcome to the channel. For those that are new, don't forget to subscribe. For those that are not new, I hope you subscribed, but welcome back. Today, are you missing a trick? This is a summer jacket. I don't see anybody wearing them, and I think you're missing a trick. There's a couple of other tricks as well that we're going to talk about, but let's get on the road. Let's get riding. Here we go. In fact, let's get this down. I'm on the Triumph Tiger 800. Is that working? Yeah, that's working. Let's stick that up. Helps if you turn the ignition on. My goodness. Here we go. Here. And it helps if you're in bloody gear. Jeez. Here we go. Staffordshire country lanes. Oh. Oh, my nuts are in the wrong position. Oh my goodness. Let's just turn that a bit around so it's straighter. That's better. That's better. Right. Couple of things. Summer jackets. Using Kalimoto. Visor down. And PunQ wallets. That's what we're going to talk about today, about missing a few tricks. Okie dokie. For many a year, I've had a summer jacket where it's completely vented. Yes, I appreciate typical UK weather doesn't allow you to wear that jacket often. I appreciate that, but for the £120 that they cost today, I buy my stuff from DS Autos. Let's get a screenshot of them just to give them a bit of a bung. I always buy my stuff from DS Autos because they're a very, very decent shop. Decent mindset. And, you know, I think we're missing a bit of a trick here where for the hot days where you have to slip a leather on, don't. You spent £300 or £400 on a leather. Don't wear that. Wear this. And if it does get cool, put the waterproof jacket that's in your top box on. Yeah? That's all you need to do. It's absolutely brilliant. And on a day like today where it's about 28, 30 degrees, then you'll have absolutely no problems. Let's let this lady go. There we go. So I'm currently on my way to Monash from Eccleshall in Staffordshire, and I've got twisties set on Kalimoto. I appreciate that a lot of people want to use maps and things like that. There you go, Steve. And there's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes, you know, I don't get time to be able to plot things out, so I can use Kalimoto to do this. And I'm not sponsored by Kalimoto. I paid my £49 annual subscription, and it's taking me places I didn't know. And it's because the reason why I didn't know it is because I haven't got time to sit down and look. Yeah? Anyway, we'll come back to that in a minute. But for £120, which is about the price of 9 packs of cigarettes, or if you're in London, it's about the price of 12 or 13, 14 pints of beer. So that's 2 nights beer. Yes? Yes? You know, and it lasts absolute years. If you live in the UK, You'll use it on an irregular basis, maybe for a 4 or 5 month period when the heat is up, and it'll last you years. So it's a good investment. Yeah, it is a good investment. Completely, all the warm wind is going through my upper body. Say thank you. Going through my upper body, and it's absolutely beautiful. One of the things when riding in this weather is dehydration, and when you're wearing a leather, you can easily get dehydrated. So, for a start, drink plenty of water. Yeah? Always drink plenty of water. Drinking coffee, drinking beer, that makes you dehydrated. Yeah? They're both designed to make you want to drink more. Yeah? So drink water. Out of the tap. Don't buy bottled water. It's amazing that people are buying bottled water for £2. Unbelievable. However, it is what it is. So there's the jacket. You'll get a jacket like this. I'll put the brand of the jacket and a link to DS Autos. With the price. Yeah? Might be a newer model. I bought this last year. £120. It might be £130 now, as inflation's going up and up and up, and the value of your pound is going down. We'll not go there. We will not go there. But in the future, when you do overtime, if Reform get in, not that I support them, or not that I don't support them, they're going to knock out the income tax on overtime. Wow. But that's another subject. We'll not go there. Not today. So, you know, if one of you... Turn left and turn right, I'm being told. Ah, I see what it is. I see. I see. I see. Let's see if we can get over here without causing an accident. This looks a bit dodgy. Thank you, thank you. It looks a bit dodgy, that junction. Follow the road for 4 miles, I'm being told. By Kalimoto. Okay, next thing. PunCube wallets. I've seen that a couple have been ordered via the links that I provide in my description. You might want to get one of your kids or something to buy you one as a present, because they're absolutely fantastic. I'm having a great time with my PunCube wallet. Absolutely fantastic. You might want to order one. You can always go direct. I'm not too worried about the commission. I'm giving you a recommendation from my experience of using it for 6 months, which has been great. The missus put my wallet, including my cards, through the washing machine a few weeks ago, and it came out absolutely fine. But we'll not talk about that. Anyway, so if you want to think differently about wallets, go order yourself a PunCube. Not bother about the commission. You go for it. So, as I've said, and in a previous recent video I was saying my experience with Kalimoto. Kalimoto is really good, but when you're setting up everything on the app on your phone, it's a bit clunky. Yeah? Maybe I used the wrong language in the previous video. But sometimes the clunkiness and the navigation from using the app is not particularly great. But when you've sorted your ride out to where you're going, it takes you down roads that you didn't know, and it's very, very good. For 50 quid for the year, and I'm not sponsored, it's good value for money if you do lots of riding and you want to go and experience roads that you may have not known about. It really is good. There you go. Let's quickly talk about quad lock. One of my fears I've got two fears about quad lock. I've talked about the first fear of quad lock, in that when I pull up at, when I used to pull up at traffic lights and have to stop, I was always concerned that someone was going to run up to me, to the bike, and whip off the phone from my handlebars. That happens. It happens. Yeah, we know that phones get stolen. It does happen. So they're easy to snap off. Yeah, I should really show you how easy it is for it to be snapped off and the phone be stolen. And then the phone gets sent to China and remapped and everything like that. The second fear is, if I've got my quad lock on the mount and I come off my bike, there's a really good chance that I'm not going to be near the bike, and I may struggle to get to the bike to make a phone call to tell someone to come and pick me up because I've broken my ankle. That's my second fear, and that's why I like my phone in my pocket. So should I slide in a corner, I can quickly reach into my pocket and get my phone, and then phone up whoever I need to phone up. Yep. And that's why I use an Aiuchi screen. And the Aiuchi screen, you can also buy them in the description. You can go straight to Aiuchi or whatever. I might get commission. I'm not particularly bothered about commission anymore. Yeah, I'm looking for partnerships, not commission of €10 every sale. I'm not looking for that anymore. But say hello on his Triumph Bonneville. But with the Aiuchi screen, this one is the C3 Plus, Charlie 3 Plus. It costs less than £100. Click the link in the description. You don't have to buy it from my referral. I'm not too worried about it anymore. If you can find it cheaper somewhere else, go find it. Yeah? I'm just sharing my experiences so that you can possibly benefit from it. Yeah? You know, just sharing my experiences. So that means that when I pull up, so there's two things of my fears that this addresses. One, no one's going to run up to me like now. No one's going to run up to me right now and whip my phone off. And whip my phone off the handlebars. And two, if I do slide off in a corner and end up 20 foot away from the bike, which is pretty typical, I have the phone in my pocket, which may be damaged. Admittedly, it may be damaged. So, before you start saying that, it may be damaged. I understand that. There's not too much rocket science there. And but if I do slide off, and I'm often riding by myself, yes, I can be confident that the phone is near me in my pocket. Does that make sense? Does that make some kind of sense? Or I'm looking down the wrong end of the telescope? Am I looking down the wrong end of the telescope? Oh, I like that guy's cowboy hat. Oh my goodness, that looks great. That looks brilliant. I want one. So if you follow the channel, you will know that I came back from America a few weeks ago after going to a wedding and riding a Harley Davidson Road King around the Blue Ridge Mountains of Virginia on the trail of the Lonesome Pine. Absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. The people in the Blue Ridge Mountains are so lovely. So lovely. You should, if you get the opportunity, you should go there and talk to people. They are great. Ooh. Anyway, I had the vision, and I didn't execute the vision. I had the vision of finding a cowboy hat store, and as I understand it, some of the stores actually shape the hat to your personal preferences. Yeah. Now, one of my favourite films is the 1982 version of The Thing. Now, the helicopter pilot, Kurt Russell, in that has an absolutely fantastic cowboy hat. And whilst I was over there, I was hoping to find a cowboy hat shop, yeah, that would then shape the cowboy hat in the same style as the one that Kurt Russell wore in the film The Thing. I will be sticking photos up of that. I would love one of them. If anybody knows where I can get something shaped in the UK, let me know. Just let me know. I would absolutely love one of those cowboy hats. And I would wear it round Eccleshall. And then I would tell everybody that I'm either Kurt Russell or a helicopter pilot and work in Antarctica. Fantastic. So I'm hoping you're enjoying this ride, because I certainly am. This is being navigated, like I say, by Kalimoto, and it's taking me down roads. Some of them I know, this one I know. It's taking me down roads that I've never known, and they've been great. So that's one trick that you're missing. The other trick is you've probably never even considered a summer jacket to keep you nice and cool. And you should try it. You should try it. There's me and Mark that have had them for years as we travel all over Europe. Had them for years, and when it starts raining, we'll just slip over the waterproof. And then when it stops raining, we take the waterproof off and put it back in the top box. Wow. Absolutely fantastic. Ah, it's so fortunate. Oh, by the way, this comes out on Thursday. Tomorrow, Friday, is my last day of employment with the organisation that I work for. I've been made redundant, and it's my last working day tomorrow, which has worked out in my favour. Give them a nod. So I am thinking about going into some sort of semi-retirement. I may go into some consultation. Give them a wave, thank you. Give some consultation role in technology, and we'll take it from there. And I might be doing some driving work for the new channel, if you've got this far, Dickie's Car World. Dickie's Car World. Look at these roads that Kalimoto are taking me down. These are great. Oh, fantastic. How much is, what does £50 buy you for the license for the year? I don't believe in subscriptions, but it is a subscription, but it is what it is. How much does a license cost? 50 quid for the year? And that, what does £50 buy you? 6 pints of beer in London. That's one night. 6 pints of beer in London. And four packets of cigarettes. 3 packets of cigarettes, is it? I'm just saying. Just saying. Turn left, it says. That's just looking at it in a perspective. Yeah? I'm just looking at things in a perspective. Oh. And I'm also doing a cheeky trick as well. Apparently, all these videos that say what you should be doing for YouTube, I'm going to try and stretch this video out to 30 minutes and see if it makes a difference. Because most of the stuff, the algorithm that YouTube provides, is not showing you my videos. So we're going to stretch this out to 30 minutes. So join me. I will be surprised how many people are this far in. If you are this far in and you're subscribed, thanks very much. I appreciate this. And when I say it, I mean it. Yeah? I really mean it. If you're not subscribed and you like this kind of video and my persona, then why don't you subscribe? Turn notifications on, give it a like, and then you'll see more content in the future. And also go and have a look at the library of the past. Some of it is shit. Working with YouTube over the last 2 or 3 years has really developed my monologue skills, and it's not easy. It's not easy at all, you know. It really isn't easy. I can't believe, I mean, I know I used to talk bullshit. I've talked bullshit for 40 years in IT. But, you know, the level of bullshit on YouTube that I'm producing is unbelievable. You should be smiling and laughing if you're a regular viewer. Yeah? I mean, now, I call the missus Incontinentia instead of Tina. That's because of YouTube. Unbelievable. What are we doing here? Oh, my goodness, it's so hot. Anyway, is it Rejang? The channel Rejang? He's just gone and got a Belstaff jacket, yeah? A couple of weeks ago. I think his brother bought it in from... I'm going to put a link to that video. I think his brother bought it in. Here we go. I'm going to go for it. There we are. I'm not staying behind that. His brother bought it in as a present from somewhere else, maybe somewhere in New York. The typical price of this leather motorcycle jacket was something like £1,000 from Belstaff, and he got it for something like £350. Now I've got a couple of jackets for my riding that cost £350. I won't pay any more. Yeah, I don't know who in the motorcycle world is going to pay £1,000 for a goddamn motorcycle jacket. Would you pay £1,000 for a leather motorcycle jacket from Belstaff? I mean, Belstaff isn't like, you know, Versace or anything like that. Belstaff make waxed motorcycle jackets in cotton, but now it's becoming a fashion accessory like everything else. Anyway, you know, you should watch the video. I'll link the description in the video. I'll link the video in the description. I mean, I'm not being funny or anything, but surely he's not. Surely his video must be to say you can get £1,000 jacket for £350, rather than, whilst I got this for £350, the standard price is £1,000. So go and buy yourself a jacket for £1,000. Who comes up with these prices? Or is it me that's just tight as fuckers? Yeah? Am I tight as fuckers? Would you spend £1,000 on a jacket? Yeah? You tell me. Kalimoto said I've climbed 1,600 feet. That's very nice of it to inform me. You look at this. Just look at this. If I move abroad in 2027, I'm going to miss this. But being able to afford to live in Britain is going to strangle my potential pension. You know, we don't want to get political, but I just can't. I either continue working until I die, or I do something. I will miss this if I move abroad. Look at this. I'd love a house like that. A little house. Love it. But can't afford to buy a house in the UK now. Too old. The costs of divorce. And that's another subject. Oh my goodness. This is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, lovely. Absolutely lovely. One of the negative things about Kalimoto, sometimes it doesn't recognise the navigation and the navigation associated to roundabouts. And at this crossroad here, it didn't say at this crossroad go straight ahead. So if you're riding at night and you're depending on the verbal audio, I could have simply gone straight through that junction. So Kalimoto, you need to sort some shit out, yeah? You don't get this problem with Google Maps or Waze, yeah? Waze does it, yeah? But Google Maps or Waze don't have things like twisty roads and mountains as a setting. Look at this. Absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely magnificent. This is where you should be. And next week, I will be here. And that's a metaphor. I will be here because for the month of June, I'm just going to take that off before I start my next job. Oh yeah. I'm just going to come right in and have a good time. I deserve it after 40 years of absolute customer shit, internal and external, whilst working in the IT software and infrastructure delivery role. Absolutely. I deserve a month off. And the latter part of that month, I'm buggering off to Newquay for a week in a caravan. Incontinentia has never experienced a static caravan. I think she's doubting it. I'm not sure she'll like it. I'm not sure she'll like it. I could say to her, instead of moving abroad and buying a house abroad, yeah, which would be cheaper, I could suggest to her that we buy a static caravan on a 12-month site or an 11-month site, pay the ground rent, just buy the caravan and live in the caravan. Do you think she'd go for that? Not sure. But we'll test that out when I go down to Newquay at the end of June. We'll test that out. That would be funny. Follow the road for 8 miles, Kalimoto tells me. I shall follow the road. Have you ever lived in a static caravan? I've never lived in it. I've holidayed in a couple, but never lived in one. You know, as a lone man, I could easily live in a static caravan. As long as it was nice and clean and fresh and modern, you know, cook, shower, sleep, shag, test the suspension. Only joking, don't get offended. Why is everybody so goddamn offended nowadays? Yeah? Why is everybody so goddamn offended? And that's another thing while we're stretching out the video. Why are all the police, all these young police, all overweight? They're like Teletubbies. I don't understand it. All the young bloody police are all bloody fat. Or is it just in this area of the world? This area of the UK, should I say. And all the men have got bloody beards. No disrespect to beards, but, you know, you're meant to be in a professional role. You know. Shave that goddamn beard off. They've got no hair, they shave their head like I do, and then they have a massive beard. What the fuck's that about? Anyway, enough about that. How many minutes have I got? It's got to be more than 30 minutes. I guess you're all rolling your eyes. You know, and then you've got some bloody 4.5 foot tubby woman with a police uniform on. She couldn't do shit. See the attack in Manchester Airport? 2 women, absolute waste of time, and they weren't tubby. Absolute waste of time. They went down quicker than an aeroplane that's lost its bloody engine. Absolute waste of time, not practical. We're in a violent world. You need the right kind of attitude and the right physique to be a police officer in today's violent world. I don't know, you tell me what your thoughts are. I'm going to bring the video to an end. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't take anything serious. It's all bollocks. Yeah? It's all bollocks. Don't get offended. And if you do get offended, remember, that's your emotion. It's not my emotion. I get offended, but I don't start shouting at other people. There'll be keyboard warriors on this video going, "You're fucking daft." I am fucking daft. After 40 years of paying excessive tax, it's made me fucking daft. There we go. Ride safely. Have a great time. Summer's coming. Order yourself one of these jackets. Get a PunCube wallet. Go and treat yourself. Tell your kids to bloody pay some money back and buy you something. Get yourself an Aiuchi C3 Plus or any other Aiuchi model, and download the 14-day trial for Kalimoto. See what you think to it. If you like it, buy it for a year for 49 quid. I think I paid 49, and enjoy it. This is about experiences. I'm not trying to sell you anything. If it was shit, I'd tell you. Yeah? If it was shit, I would tell you. Ride safely. I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.